Hi Gemini, welcome to your August 2017 overview reading. At the end of this, I am going to give everybody some details on a class that I have coming out, which I'm really excited, so I can help you develop your own intuition. So stay tuned if you're interested in that, as well as single question readings, which I now offer. So kind of how to get in touch with me, work with me one-on-one, all that good stuff. And I do have a different spread today, so let me know how you like it. Okay, I'll go ahead and start with the monthly cards for Gemini. For today, I dream big. Okay, so really raise your standards, raise the bar for yourself. In my experience, especially with this last year in my own journey with goal setting, is I haven't been, raising the bar high enough for myself. I've been aiming much lower than what I've been able to accomplish. And so it's like, man, I can only imagine if I had set the bar higher what I would have been able to accomplish. So that's like the key thing here, is just like really think about your ultimate desires. And the Paulina Cassidy, enthusiasm. Life is always brighter when you wake up each day with the spirit of enthusiasm. That's definitely true. It makes things easier for you, more enjoyable, and that's actually a characteristic that I find Geminis have naturally, more so than other signs. Okay, and these are the Doreen Virtue Angels of Abundance cards. Nope, that one doesn't want to come. So if you think about like your job, money, finances, all that good stuff, this will help give you some guidance with that. Words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms, and that is what you will attract for yourself and others. So similar to enthusiasm, you really want to make sure that you are affirming positive views of money, because money is energetic. I know a lot of people don't feel that way or have certain beliefs around money is really hard to come by and you have to work really hard. It's energetic. Even in the days when we were hunters and gatherers, how many shells you were trading or whatever types of resources, that was money back then too. It wasn't like things were free. So it's all energetic. You had people who had more food, more water, more resources, and then you had people who were at a lack. So it's the same thing. Even though it has a different outfit on, it's exactly the same. Okay. The other one is to not think money is evil. Money does a lot of good. Of course, it can be corrupt, but that's true for a lot of things. So, all right, and then what I'm doing right now is just the timeline for the month. So, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter, and I'm using 3 different decks. The Mythological Abstractions is your growth period. The Morgan Greer, the blue cards with the stars, that is your advice for the quarter. And then the Slutist Tarot is going to be your romantic life, partnership, all that good stuff. Just so you know what I'm reading when I pull the cards. Okay, so starting in the base spread, this is what is building your confidence. Okay, so this kind of looks like you're having a good time. Like you're just really in this spot where you're having fun, you're kind of really indulgent, and you're just in this really luxurious space, which is kind of ironic for the Devil card, but that's the message that's coming through big time, is like you're really indulgent. And that's just kind of like, oh, I have plenty. So make sure that you continue that idea of having enough. And then this is what's going to support your health. Making a plan. So whatever struggles you've been having with your health, or if you're just trying to exercise more or eat right, it's all about planning. You know, write out your meals for the week, schedule your workouts, pencil in time to map these things out as well. And that's really going to serve you. Okay, what's satisfying you this month? This looks like just a release. It's like you've cleared out, I've seen this quite a bit, it's like you've cleaned a lot of this out. So it's just the process of letting that go. It's like, okay, I've gotten rid of all of that stuff. Whether it be people, relationships, a job, you know, there's plenty of things it could be, but really what it comes down to is you releasing the stuff that causes pain. Okay, and so this is what makes you proud. So like, what have your accomplishments been? Your ability to rest and take time for yourself is coming up big time. Rest is, you know, important for all of us, but it looks like you have actually been taking really great care of yourself in one form or another. And that also has to do with your health. It looks like you have the rest down, and maybe you want to take it up a notch and get together a plan. I work with a lot of people who have, you know, terminal illnesses, mental illnesses, things that really need action plans. So, you know, collaborating with whatever type of practitioner is really, really great for you right now. So keep that in mind. You know, putting together a plan, getting your team together is going to be really great. And what makes you laugh? This is like where you need to have a sense of humor this month. Again, this has to do with ambition. So kind of have a sense of humor with your goals. I did this exercise the other day where you literally write out your ideal day, and it was so much fun. And it was almost embarrassing, like how, you know, how elaborate my like fantasy was, but that's really what you need to have a sense of humor about, is just like allow yourself to dream really big and trust that process. Because that's gonna serve you. And by having this vision, it's actually going to increase your enthusiasm to do things in the moment that get you to your ultimate goal. How can you be generous with others? Like, what can you give at this time? So this is you like being your Gemini self, being able to collaborate with others and connect, communicate, talk about things, and like work things out with people so that they're able to raise the bar for themselves. All that is really important. So it looks like you're a good collaborator this month for other people. And then this is what you admire in other people. So it's kind of like you are seeking the organization that other people have. It's like that may not be your strongest suit, but it's what you need to do. You know, you have to build your vision. You have to get your team together. You have like the energetic stuff down. Now it's looking at calling on your earthy friends, your organized friends. My joke as of late is, you know, get somebody with a Virgo moon. If you need help organizing, get a Virgo moon friend. So it's just like that would be my recommendation for here, because it's like you really admire, oh, look at how organized they are, how systematic they are, and you can have that too, but it looks like you might need a little bit of support. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna look at your confidence. What's building confidence right now? It's like you being able to see, we have more collaboration because this is the Two of Wands. And so it's kind of like you have this thing where it's, you know, sitting between the lovers. It's like that's who you are innately, and so it looks like that's just where your confidence is. It's like, look how much I'm able to make happen, and how I'm able to have a good time and have these friends and have these creative projects or these work projects that I'm helping people with. It's just a lot of co-creation happening, and so that's where your confidence is, because it's where you're comfortable. And then let's look at what's satisfying you. The Magician. So this is about, you know, watch the words that you speak. Another lesson that's been coming through for a lot of the signs is like, what you say can immediately manifest. And so make sure you're being very intentional with what you want and asserting the exact things that you want. Not a halfway point, the thing that you want. So that looks good. I'm not going to clarify anymore. Everything else looks really clear. So now I'm going to get into the timeline. So your growth period for the first quarter. Page of Pentacles. So moving forward with an idea that you have, or a new project, or maybe this is just helping other people. You know, this doesn't have to be your own invention or innovation or whatever. This could actually be you helping other people with their projects. And the advice for you is, again, the Star. Like, have your big vision, have your big hopes and dreams. Really think about what you want and call that in, because it's, you know, you have manifestation, you've cleared out a lot, you have the right recipe. You have the collaboration, you're working on the organization, you have the rest, you're taking care of yourself. Now put your vision together and you're really going to be able to manifest faster than you realize. Okay, and so it looks like this could be a new incarnation of a relationship, or you and your partner going on a new journey together. Not necessarily travel, it's not limited to that. This looks like an emotional journey, like something about the dynamic, the path you're both on, your goals have shifted into something new and you're moving towards that. And so it just looks really healthy. Otherwise, this could actually be a new partner. If you're dating, it's going to come through sometime in the first quarter of the month. And this also, the timeline's going to be a little bit more fluid since it is time. It's not concrete. These aren't based on concrete dates. Okay, so quarter 2 growth period. King of Wands. So this is you stepping into that confidence, that fiery, getting things done, collaborating with others. It's kind of like ownership over this process. You go from the beginning stage into, I got this, like I can totally do this. So let's see what the advice card is. You're gonna have some decisions to make, but it looks like you have plenty of confidence to do what looks and feels right to you. So don't let that bog you down. Just kind of move forward, and it'll all work out in your favor. So in your romantic relationships, Princess of Wands, we have more fiery energy coming through, and so this just looks kind of like that confidence bleeding through into the way you approach romantic relationships, dating, whatever stage you're in terms of partnership. It looks like you're really, these two things are kind of crossing over. And you know, or it's like, let's say you have this new project, whether it be professional or personal, you go on a date and it's kind of like that's the focal point of your connection with the person that you're dating. You know, it's like that's all you can talk about because you're super excited about it, you're enthusiastic about it, and that's kind of what what's on your mind, what's on your brain, what's on your plate. Third quarter. Ooh, boom, 10 of Pentacles. This is like luxury. You're really, your personal internal world, whatever it is that you're working on, is going really, really well. So keep up the hard work. And you can totally make whatever you want to happen. This is a beautiful spread. I'm almost jealous. Like with, you know, you just have such a big vision, and, you know, you have the Star and you have 10 of Pentacles. It's just like great to see together, because it is like everything's working out. Your advice is to keep a beginner mindset. Even when you get at this point and you think everything is going super well, make sure that you have a beginner mindset so that you can actually call in like all of the knowledge that you need to make the most of your projects and reach your goals. Because if you already act, you know, overly confident or, you know, arrogant about what you're doing, then you're not going to be able to make the necessary tweaks in order to take it to the next level. Okay? And in your romantic relationships, a 4 of Wands. So it looks like things are really coming together. This is, again, beautiful card to have in this position. It just looks like it's really bright. You know, you're co-creating with your partner, or you have a really clear idea of what you want to manifest if you haven't cultivated a partner yet and called that person in. And it just looks really, really healthy. So you and your partner, you know, this new change in direction in terms of your communication or ideal goals together, it looks like it's really cohesive here. And wrapping up the month, you're working really hard. This is something that I've seen with quite a few of the signs, is like work, 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 you know, just getting everything done. And then your advice, keep up the hard work. You know, even if it seems like a really brutal time, just keep doing it, because the thing that comes up is like, you're not going to see immediate results with the work that you put in today. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it. It just means that it might take you know, more time than you're expecting. It looks really good. You're just gonna have to put in effort. You know, that's the only piece left. And your romantic relationships, ooh, transformation. This is kind of like, I really like this death card because it doesn't feel scary. It doesn't feel like cleaning out the old and in with the new. This is more like there's just some intensity happening. So this could be the way you're communicating with your partners is a little bit more fiery than usual. And it's kind of the way I see this with this imagery and this deck is like you're really asserting your needs. You're being like on top of the communication with your partner, like this is what I want, or even to the universe when you're manifesting, this is the type of partner I want and I won't settle for anything less. That's not a bad attitude to have. It is like you have to command what you want. So that actually looks really good. So if you're not communicating with your partner what you want, I would say towards the end, you know, when you reestablish your goals and everything for your partnership, it's a really good time to ask for what you want. And now I'm doing a 3-card pick, so whatever question you have, or if you just want some advice, go ahead and ask now. Focus on a card that's calling to you. Card number 1. 4 of Wands. Okay, so same card as here. And what this means is that this corner is going to be particularly important for you. So really collaborating, it looks like things are coming together for you and your partnerships, whether they be business partnerships, school partnerships, romantic partnerships. It's like things are really coming together in really big ways. Okay, card number 2. 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so abundance. You have plenty to give. You're receiving a lot. It's like just the natural, it's the natural flow of abundance, like steady, it's steadily coming in. So that looks really good. Whatever it is that you want, you're gonna get a lot of it. So Careful what you wish for, because it's just a really good time to manifest too, because it's close to the Magician card, so it's kind of like these are really, they're related, so to speak. And same thing, the organization is going to be important for you as well. Card number 3, Temperance. So balance. Make sure that you know where your time and resources are going. Don't just give everything away. You want to make sure that you know exactly how you're spending your energy. It is like a currency. Don't forget that. The way you spend your time, the way you spend your energy. When I worked in retail, I used to always joke like, that person used up all of my patience coins for the day. I'm terribly impatient. So it's the same perspective with everything else. You know, your energetic coins for the day. Don't forget to moderate where you're spending it. Okay, that's all for the spread today. Now, if you're looking for a single question reading, you're welcome to send me an email at sydney@onyxhealing.com. I'll put everything in the description box below. But if you have a quick question, they're $10 a piece, and you just send me your full name and question, then I send you an invoice, and then you get a photo of all the cards that I pull for you and a pretty elaborate description. I've been putting a lot of effort into those, and people have been really happy with it. So, but it's just one question. It's not like one email with 50 questions. It's just one question, so keep it to one question. Please. And so that's all for that. And then if you want to book a one-on-one session with me, I'll put the link in the description. And if you are interested in learning how to develop your own intuition, it's not a tarot class. It's basically when I do cold reads, it's the foundation class for that. So there's a lot of energetic tools that I'll be giving you, and it's going to be really fun. It's 6 weeks, hour-long classes, and then if you can't make the time, then I'm going to be emailing everyone the classes. So that's all I have for you. If you are interested in getting a free solar year reading, they come out during your birthday month. So, but in the meantime, I let you know about giveaways and different offers, classes that are coming out, so you can stay in the know on there. So you're welcome to sign up for my newsletter if you want to see more of my stuff when blogs come out and things. So there's that. If you want to see me live, I do live Q&As on Saturday on Facebook. Just Onyx Healing is the Facebook page, and I do live readings on Sundays as well. So I will see you next month. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, subscribing, and I will see you next time.